Have you ever imagined yourself as a badass samurai, wielding a katana and battling bosses in a world that is both mystical and historical? If not, then Onimusha, Way of the Sword is the answer you're looking for. Not an anime, nor a manga, but a top-notch action game promising spectacular combat and an engaging storyline. The Onimusha series is an action-adventure game series by Capcom, first released in 2001, set during Japan's Sengoku period. The game focuses on the battles between samurais and supernatural forces. Players control the main characters, fighting against monsters and supernatural enemies using combat skills and traditional samurai weapons. The series is renowned for its captivating combat system, beautiful graphics, and engaging storyline. Onimusha, Way of the Sword is the latest installment in the series, promising new and exciting experiences. The game continues to explore the historical and mystical themes of Japan, with intense battles and an improved combat system. Players will experience breathtaking action sequences alongside a deep and surprising storyline. The trailer for Onimusha, Way of the Sword has left a strong impression on fans. Stunning visuals, epic battles, and captivating characters have created great anticipation. The game's setting is realistically and vividly recreated, giving a sense of historical and mystical authenticity. Onimusha, Way of the Sword is set in Japan during the Sengoku period, a tumultuous time marked by battles between warlords and samurais. This era is famous for its continuous wars and significant destruction. Villages were burned, castles destroyed, and people lived in constant fear. This setting not only creates a lively historical backdrop, but also conveys a sense of tension and danger to players. For those not familiar with the Sengoku period, let me provide a brief overview of this pivotal era in Japanese history. The Sengoku period, also known as the Warring States period, spanned from approximately 1467 to 1600. This era was marked by intense and widespread violence and upheaval, as daimyo feudal lords and samurai factions continuously clashed to gain control of territories and power. The incessant wars among daimyo led to bloody conflicts that drastically reshaped Japan's social and political structures. One of the most notable aspects of this period was the emergence of powerful daimyo such as Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu. These leaders stood out not only for their military prowess, but also for their strategic and administrative skills, which enabled them to expand their domains and establish firm control. Major battles, such as the Battle of Sekigahara in 1600, were decisive in shaping Japan's political landscape, paving the way for the peace and stability brought by the Tokugawa shogunate. During the Sengoku period, military strategies and weapon technologies advanced significantly. Daimyo adopted new combat techniques, from traditional bows and swords to matchlock firearms imported from the West. These innovations not only enhanced the samurai's combat capabilities, but also transformed the nature of warfare. Despite the constant warfare, the Sengoku period also saw significant cultural and economic development. Major cities like Kyoto and Osaka became centers of trade and art, where artisans, poets, and merchants gathered, exchanged ideas, and thrived. Tea ceremonies, ikebana flower arranging, and no traditional theater also flourished during this time. The Sengoku period concluded in 1600 with the decisive Battle of Sekigahara, where Tokugawa Ieyasu emerged victorious and began establishing the Tokugawa shogunate. The Tokugawa shogunate brought peace and stability to Japan for the next 260 years, ushering in the Edo period. Under Tokugawa rule, Japan experienced a long period of cultural and economic growth, greatly contributing to the formation of modern Japan. With this rich and tumultuous backdrop, Onimusha, Way of the Sword promises an unforgettable action-adventure experience, blending intense battles with deep historical storytelling. Ready to dive into the world of samurais and supernatural forces? Let's embark on this epic journey. In Onimusha, Way of the Sword, The story revolves around the journey of a brave samurai fighting against supernatural forces to protect his homeland and family. The trailer shows the main character facing powerful and malevolent foes, uncovering hidden secrets in a perilous and mystical world. The protagonist's journey begins when his village is attacked by a mysterious dark force. Realizing the growing threat, he decides to set out and find the cause and destroy the enemy. Along his journey, the main character meets and collaborates with various individuals, including allies and potential foes. Intense battles with supernatural enemies and challenging trials are a constant presence. A major turning point occurs when the protagonist discovers the truth about his past and his connection to the supernatural force. The story's themes and motifs evolve into a struggle between good and evil, sacrifice and bravery, seeking truth and justice, friendship and trust, and confronting and overcoming fears. The main character experiences a range of emotions throughout his journey, from loss and sorrow when his village is attacked, to bravery and determination in fighting the enemies. Moments of joy and happiness from small victories are mixed with sadness and disappointment from losing loved ones, creating a multidimensional emotional development. Relationships between the protagonist and his companions play an important role in the story's development. Friendship, loyalty, and trust help the main character overcome difficulties and create moving and meaningful moments. The character's motivations often revolve around protecting loved ones and seeking justice. Compared to other action-adventure games, the character development in Onimusha, Way of the Sword, is deeper and richer. The protagonist evolves not only in combat skills, but also psychologically and emotionally. The complexity of relationships and motivations sets it apart from other games in the genre. Moreover, the antagonists in the game are powerful and malevolent supernatural forces. They cause chaos and suffering and present significant challenges for the protagonist. These enemies are not only physically strong, but also possess terrifying skills and magic, making the battles extremely intense and dramatic. Additionally, supporting characters in Onimusha, Way of the Sword play crucial roles in developing the plot and enriching the game world. They may be loyal companions, providing information and support, or innocent civilians caught in the conflict needing help. Each supporting character has their own story, adding depth and emotion to the narrative. Now, let's dive into the main highlight everyone is excited about: the gameplay. Gameplay mechanics and features are crucial aspects for evaluating Onimusha, Way of the Sword. The combat system is at the core of this experience, meticulously designed to deliver smooth and realistic sword-fighting action. Players will use strikes, dodges, and parries to create combo chains and efficiently finish off opponents. Additionally, special skills and advanced combat techniques will allow players to explore the character's combat abilities more deeply, from powerful attacks to complex defensive skills. Compared to other hack-and-slash games, Onimusha, Way of the Sword stands out with its diverse and rich combat system, providing a satisfying and engaging experience. The levels in Onimusha, Way of the Sword are complex, featuring multiple pathways and hidden areas for players to explore. Exploration not only brings excitement, but also helps players find valuable items and unlock the world's secrets. Environmental puzzles and challenges will require strategic thinking and skillful execution, creating a balance between action and puzzle solving. In addition, character development through a skill tree and upgrade system allows players to customize and enhance the character's combat abilities according to their preferences. This system enables players to choose skills and abilities that fit their playstyle, creating variety and uniqueness in each playthrough. Upgrading weapons and armor is also crucial, making the character stronger and ready to face tougher challenges. Compared to similar games like Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and Dark Souls, Onimusha, Way of the Sword offers flexibility and depth, providing players with different and challenging experiences. Both Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and Onimusha, Way of the Sword focus on diverse combat requiring skill, precise timing, and sharp strategy. However, Onimusha, Way of the Sword offers a legendary atmosphere with samurai characters, while Sekiro emphasizes a strategic and technical fighting style. As for Dark Souls, both games feature challenging combat systems demanding patience and perseverance. However, Onimusha presents a mythical story and a distinct setting, while Dark Souls focuses on a dark and mysterious world. Overall, Onimusha, Way of the Sword delivers a smooth and realistic sword fighting system, potentially setting a new standard for future action-adventure games. Possible trends and directions include focusing on deeper storytelling, detailed character development, and integrating mystical and historical elements into gameplay. The game brings diversity and uniqueness to the action-adventure genre with a varied and rich combat system, along with a legendary story and an engaging setting. This raises the standards and appeal of the genre, creating fresh and challenging experiences for players. However, the game does have some gameplay issues, including unbalanced difficulty, where some levels or enemies may be too hard or too easy, disrupting the overall gaming experience. If combat mechanics aren't varied enough, players might find the gameplay repetitive over time. Level design and exploration can feel restricted if the design is too linear, limiting players' freedom to explore and move around. Lack of environmental interaction can also be a drawback, reducing the vibrancy and the realism of the game world. Game bugs or technical issues can be frustrating and impact the gameplay experience. Poor performance or technical issues might lead players to quit the game. Onimusha, Way of the Sword is not just an action-adventure game, but also a piece of art, rich in the epic and mystical essence of the Sengoku period. With a sophisticated combat system, deep storyline, and exceptional artistic style, it promises unforgettable experiences. From thrilling battles to uncovering historical secrets, Onimusha, Way of the Sword creates an emotional and challenging journey, drawing players into a world of brave samurais and powerful supernatural forces. Each character and story contributes to a comprehensive picture of the struggle between good and evil, friendship and betrayal, hope and despair. With a perfect blend of innovative gameplay, captivating story, and stunning visuals and sound, Onimusha, Way of the Sword not only satisfies fans of the Onimusha series, but also promises to be a new highlight in the action-adventure genre. It's a must-play for anyone who loves the drama and depth of role-playing games. Are you excited to experience this game? I certainly can't wait!